I never imagined that the most painful words I would ever hear would come from the mouth of the boy I raised alone. The boy I worked double shifts for, the boy I protected from every storm. Yet on the day he finally moved into the house I helped him buy, he looked me in the eyes and said the sentence that shattered me, "You're not welcome here." Even now, the echo of that moment still burns like cold air cutting through a winter night in Ontario. But the truth behind how we reached that moment is even colder. It began months earlier when my son, Daniel, told me he wanted to buy his first home. The market was brutal, the prices high, and he was drowning under student loans and bills. As a single mother who spent a lifetime stitching together a living through night shifts at the hospital and cleaning jobs on weekends, I had never been wealthy. But I had one thing: savings I built secretly over 20 years, a little at a time, for the day my son needed help. It was meant for emergencies, for my retirement, or in case my health failed. But when he told me he felt like he would never own a home in this country, something inside me cracked. I couldn't let him lose hope. So I withdrew $500,000. My entire life's protection. I handed it to him with shaking hands, and the way he hugged me that day made me feel like every sacrifice had been worth it. We spent weeks searching for the house. He found a beautiful place just outside Toronto, with big windows and a yard he always dreamed of. He was excited, glowing in a way I hadn't seen since he was a child. When the offer was accepted, he told me he wanted me there for the first night, that I had earned that moment as much as he did. I believed him. Maybe I believed too much. On moving day, I baked his favorite banana bread, packed a few family photos, and drove to his new home with a heart full of pride. But when I got there, something was off. His fiancée, Alyssa, stood at the door with folded arms and an expression colder than January wind. They had been together 2 years, and though she was polite, she never seemed to like how close Daniel and I were. She once joked that our relationship was too intense, but I never thought she meant it. Daniel came to the doorway, but he didn't look happy to see me. His shoulders tensed, and he wouldn't meet my eyes. "Mom, we need to talk," he said, stepping outside and pulling the door closed behind him. He wouldn't even let me in. My chest tightened. I felt like the ground was slipping away. He took a deep breath. "We've decided, well, Alyssa thinks, it's best if we set boundaries now. This is our home, our life, and you're not welcome to come over uninvited." I stared at him, thinking I misunderstood. But then he continued, "Actually, you're not welcome here today. Or for a while. We need space." My throat went dry. "Daniel," I whispered, "I gave you everything I had. I only came to celebrate with you." He flinched. "I know, and I'm grateful, but that doesn't mean you can just insert yourself into our life whenever you want." His voice was sharp, unfamiliar, like someone had rewired him. "Please go." Those last 2 words, "please go," felt like a knife twisting inside my ribs. I stepped back slowly, my eyes blurring. With every step toward my car, I prayed he would call after me, say he didn't mean it, come running the way he did when he was little. But he didn't. The door stayed shut. I drove home through tears, the city lights smearing across my windshield. For days, I couldn't sleep. I wondered how I raised a boy who could forget so quickly. I wondered if money had changed him, or if love had made him blind to how much I mattered. The pain was heavy, but the silence that followed was worse. Weeks passed without a single message from him. Then one evening, I heard frantic knocking at my apartment door. When I opened it, Daniel stood there with swollen eyes, shaking hands, and a face full of regret. Alyssa was gone. She had left after a massive argument where she told him she never wanted me in the picture, that she didn't want him supporting his overly attached mother, and that the house should be hers alone someday. When he refused to put her name on the deed, she packed her bags. She also admitted she pushed him to shut me out, saying no man should be so close to his mother. He told me everything, then sank to his knees and cried. "Mom, I'm sorry. I was stupid. I thought keeping the peace with her meant hurting you. I didn't see what she was doing. I didn't see how much I was losing." I put my hands on his shoulders. For a moment, all the sleepless nights, all the tears, all the heartbreak pressed inside me like a weight too heavy to lift. But then I remembered the little boy who used to run into my arms after school, the boy who whispered his fears into my chest, the boy who trusted me with everything. I couldn't throw him away for one mistake. I helped him stand. Daniel, a home isn't made with money or walls. It's made with love. You lost your way, but you found your way back. That's what matters. He cried harder and pulled me into his arms. Will you come to the house? I want you there. It's empty without you. The next day, I walked into that house for the first time. It wasn't the grand entrance I once imagined, but it meant more now. He made me tea, showed me each room, and asked me where I thought the family photos should go. When he hung our picture in the hallway, he whispered, "This house started with you." Sometimes love gets tested in ways that break us open, but those cracks become the places where forgiveness shines through. My son is still learning. So am I, but we're building something new, something stronger than walls, stronger than pride, stronger than pain. And if there's one thing this journey taught me, it's this. Money can buy a house, but only love can make someone feel welcome in it.